I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And I'm going to Florida.
2025 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Ultimate calligraphy without launch control. Oh, really bad brake boost. There we go. Lots of torque once you're going.
Horsepower and lots of torque.
277 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque from a 2.5 liter four-cylinder turbo.
Sorry, the driving footage is different than the car we have. It was raining when we started, and if we filmed now, it would be covered in mud, and you'd be mad at that. So we appreciate you not complaining about that part.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the brakes and just redo the launch without launch control because it just wasn't great. And I knew it. It's a dual clutch.
Without launch control?
Yeah.
Without brake boost.
Better. This isn't a brake boosting type of car.
Would you be scared taking a left turn into oncoming traffic?
Hang on, without flooring it, let me just double check because it hasn't been a problem. I've made some lefts before I got here. Let's just see. No, that's fine.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the top trim. We previously reviewed a different one. I am taking this vehicle to Florida. I'm doing a big road trip with my family. I specifically chose Santa Fe for many reasons. I really enjoyed driving the last one, and from memory, I probably should have watched that video, but I didn't. I just remember really liking this car. So I won't be taking this particular car. I'll be taking a slightly different one, but same trim. And one of the biggest features that I love about the Santa Fe and Hyundais in general is their lane keep assist and adaptive cruise. That is literally the primary reason why I wanted this car.
Yeah.
It's so damn good. The highway driving assist, like you barely have to touch the wheel, if that. I think they now have a camera system that also tracks your eyes and stuff, but the car basically drives itself on every road without having to have pre-mapped highways.
Yeah, like Super Cruise and Blue Cruise. So
Yeah.
that's your main thing for
Yeah.
your road trip? You plan on just kind of zoning out and...
Well, no, not zoning out. Being able to not be tired because...
Are you where are you going to the joke store and getting those glasses with the eyes on it just in case?
Absolutely not. No, I'm driving my wife and child. There's full focus.
Full alertness?
I just want to not be tired when I get there. It'll be a 2-day drive. We're going to split it up into 2 days. I'll post some stuff in this video on how all that went. I think it'll be totally fine. We're going to possibly see a rocket ship launching into space because that'd be super sick. If not, we're still going to the Kennedy Space Center, so that'll be super sick regardless.
Oh, Lord. What part of Florida?
Orlando.
Nice.
Yeah. Florida man Jacob here. I've been driving a white version of the exact same trim that we just did in the full review. So I've been using all the features. I'm just gonna start this remotely because I've been abusing that feature down here in Florida. I'm gonna give you guys an update on the fuel economy and everything, all the features that I've been using, because this also has the park assist thing where you can hold that and it'll actually move the thing forward. I have been using that in these Florida parking lots because, look at that. People tend to park a little bit close. There's a lot of minivans. Obviously, this is a vacation-style resort. I'm just out here in Orlando. So people tend to park a little bit close and all that. So it's nice to be able to move it out because I did legitimately have to use that to get my son into the car seat in the back. Okay, let's hop in here once I unlock it. Maybe I didn't press the button. There we go. Okay, here's going to be a quick update on everything, on how everything's been working for me. So far, the mileage is right here. I've done so many things in nearly 3,000 kilometers. I've gone to visit my friend Chris Fix on the Gulf Coast. I also went to Daytona to see the Speedway, pay my respects to number 3. And then I even went to Daytona Beach to check that out. Also went to go see a shuttle launch. Unfortunately, the shuttle did not launch, but that's okay. Still got to see the JFK Space Center, so that was really cool. And I even went to Gatorland. Gatorland was the sickest place. All you people going to Disneyland or Disney World, whatever's out here, y'all missing out. Shout out to the subscriber who let me into America at the border. Also, shout out to the subscriber who spotted me at JFK at the Space Center. And shout out to the guy at Gatorland. Gatorland is the best place ever. Things that I love about this car and don't love. The adaptive cruise, really good, not great. I feel like it could use some more calibration because I find that it basically just followed cars not close enough where there would be a gap and people would just kind of cut me off. But the lane keep assist, having this hard button right here, basically flawless. Like, it's been amazing. I love having it. Having adaptive cruise and lane keep for a road trip, total cheater mode. It's not even fair. I basically barely feel like I've driven. I am a little bit tired, but that's okay. Next things, so the auto hold, I've been using the heck out of that. I really like that feature that holds the brakes for you because there is a lot of traffic and stuff like that. And with this dual clutch transmission, I don't love it, but it's tolerable, it's totally fine. But I did really have to use this feature, which is the auto stop start off. Definitely had to press that every single time because it also turns off the air conditioning, which I definitely needed out here in Florida. So that is one thing that I would highly recommend doing, is just literally just pressing that button every time you start the car, which is kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. This is 2025. All of this stuff has worked very, very well. It's really nice to have heated and cooled seats because in Florida, it gets kind of cold right now this time of year in the mornings, but right now it's a beautiful 25 degrees Celsius, so cooled seats come in handy. It's really nice to have all that stuff. My wife loves all these features. Everything has worked great over here as well. All these hard buttons are really nice. I basically go from setup to Apple CarPlay, which I've mapped to this star button. My son loves a lot of these things, so I go to general, play with my units to show the kilometers to miles, which is a simple conversion right there. So you can see that is definitely not at the speed limit. I will tell you guys that right now. Okay, going back out over here, go to setup. My son loves the ambient lighting, so every day I tell him to just pick a color, and this is how easy it is. Just go to lights, ambient lighting, and pick a color. So last night he picked red, so tomorrow he'll pick a new color, and that's that. So he loves putting his hand right under there because it shows the ambient lighting over there. He's been super comfortable back here, and he loves getting stickers at Publix and wherever else we've been going. Buc-ee's, I also went to Buc-ee's, shout out. That place was actually wild. I did get a shirt there as well. The food was delicious. Peasant blockers are really nice to have. However, I know this isn't like a real complaint, but it's an observation because the peasant blockers are great to have. However, mid-drive, sometimes he wants them down, which means we have to reach around very awkwardly while driving. Not exactly the safest scenario. Now, I know luxury cars have a feature usually where, you press this and it'll actually all be part of it, but these ones you have to do manually. So doing them manually, not the greatest thing while driving. But again, I'm not expecting that because of the price point of this car. My son also loves having this sunroof, so sometimes he tells me to just open it or close it. That has been perfect for us. This one is manual, so everything's been working great back here. Next thing that my son loves is this. It's got a digital camera for the rearview mirrors, and my son calls this the rusty truck cam. So he just says, "Daddy, show me some rusty trucks." There's no rusty trucks out here. I don't know why he calls them rusty trucks. Everything's like pristine, like everything's a little junky. I've seen some junky trucks, but he just calls them rusty trucks, which is amazing. So this is the rusty truck cam. And then you can even customize this and change like the brightness and all that crazy stuff over here. So that is a 10 out of 10 feature that my son loves. Down here, we got the UVC sterilization. So I haven't used it yet, but I feel like after this road trip, I feel like I probably should. So that thing just lets you to throw your cell phone in there and sterilize it in 10 minutes. I don't love this charger pad setup. We've been placing things here like snacks and things like that. The problem with this is that it's a really good place to put snacks and phones, but my wife's been wireless charging here and I've been charging with the cable while plugged into CarPlay, but then I tend to put my phone here. Now when you put your phone here, even if it's plugged in, this still does wireless charging. So you can still see this going up. So all this does is heat up my phone. So what I've had to do is put my phone kind of in the middle on an angle so that it's not actually resting on the charging portion of it, because this is full of drinks and snacks. Down here is also drinks and snacks. All of the cubbies to put things have been honestly perfect. My wife loves how much room there is for everything. Yeah, this thing as a road trip vehicle, honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, still kind of considering buying one. Suspension, everything has been really, really good. Steering, all that, it's just a really comfortable car to drive. Did do mild bit of off-roading because I may have almost missed an exit, but I didn't miss the exit, let's put it that way. Yeah, this is just a great, oh yeah, let's just show you guys the trunk. So the trunk has been working great for us as well. Hopefully it opens because the car's running right now. Yes, it will. Okay, so it is large, which this thing kind of gets in the way because it just points out so far out, like just physically it's a large space. I did visit my boy Chris Fix, as I said. He gave me a bunch of his products, extendable ratchets and neck lights. Shout out Chris Fix. We also went to the beach. We went to Siesta Key, apparently America's #1 rated beach. It was really nice, white sand. So everything fit back here with tons of space, tons and tons of space. We've left the third row down for obvious reasons. My wife could probably stay here another month with how much she packed, and we still didn't need to stack any of the things in here. Tons of space back here. Literally no complaints about the rear seat or rear storage area. All the beach toys, everything fits. So, I mean, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed my Florida Man review and video. I'm gonna go back to the pool. I think my son's wondering where I am. And now I gotta show the rival dads that I can play with my son better than they can. All right, back to the video. Okay, next thing I really do like about this, suspension, very, very comfortable. Almost luxury levels of comfort without needing air suspension.
Well, hopping inside, this feels and looks luxury car to me. Like, you could definitely trick somebody into thinking this is more high-end than it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like we said, this was like a budget Range Rover last time, and this still is.
I stick with it. I stand by that.
And especially now that we're driving the ultimate Calligraphy, this has Napa leather, so like you get even fancier stuff. Now we even have this UVC sterilization system for your phone or whatever else you want to sterilize up here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting, cool, whatever.
I guess.
So I really do like that. Next weird feature that I normally don't point out that I really like is this USB charger / USB Apple
Power?
Yeah, / Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you push that button when you're plugged in,
it alternates it, yeah.
Yeah, so if you just want to charge your phone, if you don't want to have it connected sometimes, that's cool.
Yeah, so this is wired and wireless Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
And Android Auto.
And then and then something that I don't love but also does work is these climate control buttons. Like, all this is functional. It's fine that it's all touch. I haven't had a single problem with it.
Can we do ventilated and heated at the same time? No, we cannot. Yo, let's see how hot we can get it with the thermal camera and then how much it cools down with the thermal camera.
I will tell you that the steering wheel gets really hot, that I had to turn it down to the level 1.
Oh, you got 2 levels. Let's go.
Yeah, so it is quite good.
So remember, the record right now is 150 degrees Fahrenheit by Volvo, which I think is 70 Celsius, which is insane.
I don't think this will beat it, but it will be. I think it'll be our second.
Someone's like, oh, it's because they're Swedish and it's cold and I'm like, I guess because they're used to saunas.
Maybe. Next thing I really like is the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the gauge cluster and all that stuff over here, because the resolution's really good. We have a really good 360 camera, something I normally don't care about, but for a road trip and stuff, it's going to be really nice for parking in random places that we're visiting.
In random Applebee's parking lots?
Exactly. Olive Garden. This is just the Olive Garden tour.
It's literally the only restaurants I know in America. Outback.
And then something that usually bothers me about Hyundai vehicles, but not this one, is the gear selector. My knee is not bothered by this at all.
I feel like they can make it 3 times bigger if they tried hard.
Probably. Yeah, and then you shift gears like this. And then the next thing that I like is the ambient lighting. My son is going to enjoy that because I could change the colors for him.
Get him a TV, bro.
No, absolutely not.
Make him watch TV for 18 hours straight.
We've got games and stuff for him. It'll be fun.
Monopoly?
Next thing for him is we have peasant blockers back there, which is the best because in my personal, my wife's car, we've got stick-on peasant blockers. They're not very good. So these ones are fantastic.
You're going to be driving south?
Yeah.
Which side is the sun going to be on?
It depends what time I'm driving, I guess.
He'll be on that side.
Yeah.
So what side is your seat?
He's going to be on the passenger seats.
Why don't you put him in? Oh, there's no middle.
No. Captain's chairs.
Put him in the very back. He's not going to want to sit in the back?
No way. We've got to hand him snacks and stuff. Like,
toss it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, those are all the major factors for me when I was looking at this. All the other stuff is just a bonus.
How about fuel economy? Do you care or not really?
I did honestly kind of want the lowest trim because it is a hybrid, and that one doesn't come with a dual clutch transmission, and it also is hybrid only. Now, I did hear that the 2026 model year, you can get, apparently, the hybrid in the top trim, which is also going to ditch the DCT, dual clutch, for a regular 8-speed auto on the gas version, but not on the hybrid version, because that already comes with, I think, a 6-speed auto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's the inside scoop on the 2026 model year.
Scoop, 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 even though we've probably been scooped by somebody else already by this point.
I don't know.
If we get a scoop, somebody else getting the scoop, the scoopity scoop.
Yeah, no, this 360 camera is great. I really do like it. And then one other feature I did forget about, it has ultrasonic sensors.
What does that mean?
Rear occupants. So if my son is in there and I forget about him for some reason, it's supposed to alert me. I will not forget about him.
Maybe, I don't know if it works as well as the one in the Sienna, but...
I don't know. Okay, things that I don't care about that I like. Power. Good. The response from the dual clutch when you're rolling is good, but from a stop, not ideal. And then we have noticed that it kind of like rolls back here and there because of dual clutch.
Yeah. What car did I complain about that? The car rolling back in?
I think it was Acura's.
It was Acura's, yeah.
I think, right?
But that's not dual clutch. That was just a weird.
No, I think right? there was some weird Acura's.
That was the TLX. That was the TLX. I think that was.
Yeah. Wasn't it the
weird rollback? I don't like, no matter what the car or transmission.
I agree.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
What are you going to listen to the whole way there?
Probably things like, hang on.
Do you have data roaming in the States or what?
Oh yeah, of course.
You're going to continue your plan?
Yeah. We're going to listen to
Sirius XM, and that way you have the same satellite following you the whole way there and back. You don't have to change the station once.
We could.
That would be cool.
We could do that. Or classic rock. That's a nice, agreeable thing that my wife and I and son like to listen to.
Yeah. She likes country and you like rap.
Yeah.
So you settle on classic. You settle on whatever your wife will let you do?
No, well, the thing that we can agree on.
Yeah.
And then my son doesn't have to listen to gangster rap, although I play it for him sometimes. Yeah, I think that's it. It's all the stuff that I really cared about.
Yeah, too bad you're not on some Continentals for your trip, eh?
It would be nice.
What would be the Continental recommended tire for a road trip to Florida and back?
That would be the Cross Contact LX25.
Imagine you had those registered with a total confidence plan. You got like, okay, you get a puncture.
Yeah.
You can get that fixed. You get
even a mechanical breakdown.
They ruin your plans. They can help with that. Check out the details on the total confidence plan.
For sure, definitely check that out. It is a great plan that is included with every set that you purchase.
You got to register them though.
Exactly.
If you purchase them used,
yeah,
doesn't work that way.
No. All right, Yuri, I don't care about handling in this, so let's get you in the driver's seat.
Can this car off-road?
There is a terrain mode if we push this, and terrain, snow, mud, sand.
Okay, hop this curb right here.
There's no, I guess we'll put in snow mode. It is cold out today.
What the hell? I'm in snow mode. I'm like, I floored it, like nothing happened.
You said you wanted off-road.
Yeah, I can just go off-road in normal.
I know, you
Nothing
can't.
matters.
No.
Followed it.
In normal. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was the worst.
Do not take a left turn in this. Wow.
No, because it did the
auto
stop start.
So
that was
what?
the worst.
That was a real life
scenario.
thing. I hit the brakes and hit the gas.
That was the worst possible scenario.
Bad.
Wow.
Wow, disappointed.
I guess it's a good thing they're moving away from that.
Yeah. What the heck was that even?
I'm gonna disable the auto stop start every time I get in here with pressing this button, just in case.
You're welcome. Okay, looks wise, still looks cool.
Love it.
Do you think the taillights should be moved higher?
Absolutely.
Still? Yeah, that
the refresh is gonna be the refresh of all time.
That I think the trunk lid needs to be turned into a split fold, and the taillights need to be moved up.
Yeah.
Right?
Something like that for sure. You photoshopped it on the previous one that we drove.
Yeah, because even when I popped that trunk, like it like came up in my face. I'm like, yo, relax, bro.
I do like how big the trunk is when you're like standing underneath it. It blocks a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But there's barely any room in the trunk with the third row up.
Yeah, well, I put 2 carry-on bags like lying down, and like when I closed it like the panel gap was a little bigger.
Yeah, so obviously I'm gonna have the full seating in the third row down because I don't need that. That'll just be trunk space.
The CX-70.
Yeah, I guess
the
so.
Santa Fe 70.
Yeah.
Driving this is nice. Yeah, I could see why you'd want to road trip this Range Rover.
Especially on the highway, right?
Yeah. As long as it works.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think the Kia boys are going to get me in this.
Yeah, okay, we got 2 sunroofs. Are you going to keep those open or closed?
Depending on my son's request, because he's got his own back there.
It's really up to him, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what other cool stuff is here? Your climate will be easy to control. You set it once and forget it. Are you going to put in auto?
100% auto.
100% auto?
Yes, and the best part is I have this that I can click so the fan speed can be low.
3 levels of auto.
Yeah, dude.
That's actually nice.
I honestly am considering buying one of these for my family.
Are you going to wireless charge, or is your wife going to wireless charge?
She can wireless charge.
Both?
Yes, while I use wired, because in case I want to disconnect my phone for whatever reason, I want to have that easily accessible.
Is her purse going under here?
Wherever she wants. Oh, dude, yeah, she definitely can put it there. Yeah. We put snacks in there. There's no fridge. Okay. So we do have this, but there's no fridge.
We have that, and we have that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the armrest position. I approve of this armrest position while like road tripping.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot. This elbow rest for the left elbow definitely needs to be softened up. This one is totally fine. Back to the video.
Okay, you know what I don't like about this interior, but it kind of makes sense? Everything's like black on black on black on black on black.
Yes.
Like, it looks good for that, but I also would like some fancy colors.
You can get a lighter interior.
That would be cool. Okay, let me turn my wiper 2 off, and then I can actually see what's showing. I love that part about Hyundai.
Same.
Every manufacturer should do that.
I agree.
I think that would have solved the issue with that Lucid. Actually, no, that was on the left.
Yeah,
That was on
I like
auto.
that. And we had those Nissans that also had that. I think they copied Hyundai with that.
Are you going to program your fingerprint to the Hyundai archives?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yo, we don't want connected cars. We don't want manufacturers to have our fingerprint data.
No.
I don't want you to scan my eyes. I don't want to record the interior. I want nothing. I want a car
Yep.
that is completely disconnected.
And the best part is this has key fob remote start. So I don't
Nice,
have to
yeah.
log into a stupid app or anything. You can with Blue Link and all that stuff, but I just wanted on this. And this even has those features where I can move the car forward and back from the...
All right, okay, my back window is dirty, so I'm going to clean that with some spray, and if I couldn't, I could use
Camera.
that, which is actually dirtier now.
Yes, it is. But we
Nice.
also did drive through a ton of mud today.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Other cool stuff.
What if we pop the hood, Yuri? Do we have a dipstick?
Yes.
Absolutely we do.
It's a Hyundai. And what would be the TotalEnergies recommended oil for a Hyundai Santa Fe?
That would be the Quartz Ineo Efficiency 0W30.
How many miles is it from here, there, and back?
I didn't actually look that up. I'll post a map of that right now, but I think it's around 1,500 kilometers one way.
Okay, so you don't need to get an oil change throughout your route.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to have to do roughly about 3 stops of gas. But if I had the hybrid, I feel like I would have to do 2 stops.
Nice. You know,
But it'll be nice to stretch, especially for my son in a car seat.
when we were kids, my dad used to pick us up from my mom's house
Yeah.
at midnight and started driving us to Florida. And his record was 18 hours from Etobicoke to the Florida border.
And broke no state laws.
I never said that. Maybe even federal law.
Yeah.
Driver assistance system limited, camera obscured. Well, enjoy your trip to Florida with your camera obscured. Learn where that is so you could clean it.
I'll just find the rain.
But like, actually, I drive this car for 1 minute. Auto start stop doesn't work.
You broke
And my
everything.
that's what I do.
That is what you do. Nothing breaks for me, so I'm okay with all this. Cup holders, total pass, no problems there. Visors.
Did you win roll up?
I did not. Ooh, these feel nice.
Well, this is important. If the sun is in your eyes the wrong direction for like 3 hours on an interstate,
I'm gonna
3,
regret this.
2, 1.
No regrets.
No
Full
regrets.
pass.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Honestly, still highly considering buying one of these.
I mean, you should buy one of these. What if we lease them through our company? And that way, I don't know. Is that a thing we can do?
Some kind of write-off thing?
Yeah, accountant. I think we're allowed to lease cars. Didn't Throttle House like lease a Ram or something?
Probably. So you get a Sienna, I get one of these. Everybody's happy.
I get my Corvette. ZR1.
Yeah.
Allocation opened up.
I also get a ZR1
Oh, yeah,
conveniently. Spec'd exactly identical, so we can't bicker about the specs that we got and the price of options.
No, I mean, we could probably lease 2 cars, right?
Probably could, yeah. Did you notice all the H's in here? I just forgot about all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. I think we counted last time there was 1 million H's.
Yeah, Morse code and all that stuff. Yeah, no, this is great. I am honestly considering this or a used Genesis GV80.
Genesis have that weird back thing.
I know, but it might not be an issue for my
I
wife
know,
because it would
I
be
know.
her
Well, that's
car.
when my wife wanted to get a GV80 for her father.
Yeah.
But it's like the newest one is so much sicker than like the 3-year-old one.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
know.
kind of want to wait the 3 years. And
Yeah. And like this one with an auto would be like, oh man, that'd be like quite nice.
Okay, did you do both back seats? Do you fit in both of them?
I do fit in all of them. Not the most comfortable in the third row, but
A
I
lot,
do
a
fit.
lot of controls in the third row.
Yeah. You even have a real AC power back there as well.
Is there an SUV that looks better than this? Because we looked at the Ioniq 9.
Yeah.
Does that look better than this?
No, this looks the best.
Does Palisade look better than this?
Currently no, but there is a refresh coming. But I still think this one's probably going to look better. And if I was shopping for one of these and I was located in the United States of America, I would definitely go to tsp.truecar.com for discounted price offers.
Which is where I would also find my Sienna
Yeah, exactly.
for my business lease.
That's right.
All right. I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Have fun on your trip to Florida. Let's get to the price.
This one, top trim, $54,799.
Canadian.
Extremely reasonable.
That's actually pretty good.
Top trim,
Well,
Napa leather,
CX-70 is way more. 690,
probably.
I think, wasn't it?
I don't remember honestly, but for that
little
number,
more, yeah.
for everything that we're getting in this, I think this is a fantastic SUV.
It's really nice, yeah. Yeah,
It drives great. I'm looking forward to driving this for a week.
it looks cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think this is a really good road trip car for that Florida trip.
Yeah. I think I made a good decision, and I'll let you know throughout the video if I didn't.
Oh God!
Day one, camera obstructed.
Yeah.
Sunglass. Oh, dude, could you imagine if it doesn't work with sunglasses or something like that? I'd be like, all right, just in the bin.
You never know.
You don't. It's been cloudy and snowing every day, so I can't tell.